This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Rachel Fife.
Well, welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Now, if you are looking for a holistic approach to therapy that integrates solution-focused, cognitive, and EMDR therapy, along with mindfulness coaching, well, this resource is closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Maria Malo, with Maria Malo EMDR therapy. Maria, how's it going?
It's going well. Thank you, Rachel, for having me here today.
Well, we are really excited to learn about your practice. So tell us all about it.
Okay. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I've been a therapist for over 25 years. And I have a private practice in Irvine and also Arcadia. And I deal with adults that have been struggling with trauma and depression and anxiety. And I found within my work of doing this for this long period of time is that a lot of my clients that are coming to me were discussing how they've been in talk therapy and they've been doing the work for many years, but in their nervous system and their somatic experience of life, it never improves. So they cognitively understand that they may have depression or have been through trauma in their life, but their nervous system and their brain are not connecting, right? So they're still operating from a place of that something may happen that's wrong, or they're feeling fear constantly, even though they've worked with other therapists or worked with therapy itself and doing it talk therapy. So I started to integrate mindfulness, EMDR in my work and somatic work as well to help people move past it. And we usually use the body to get their life back on track, or at least to feel some more calmness and resources that they didn't have before.
Wow. How did you get into this kind of business?
So I've always had a passion of working with people from a very, very young age. I was very curious how we pretty much like how life, shapes us, what hurts us, how we heal. So it's been always a passion from a young age. And I always wanted to know more about it. And for the way I kind of went into therapy is for my own life history and my own story, and started to work on myself, and then was able to move out here from New York to do my own personal healing, as well as do my counseling program, a master's program in San Francisco.
Wow.
So it was both my own, also being able to give that to people who needed healing. And it's been such a beautiful journey personally, as well as with clients, and seeing that healing.
Wonderful. Well, what do you think are some myths or misconceptions in your industry?
Yeah, well, that I need to have lots of issues to come into therapy, or I must be quote unquote crazy, and that's why I'm in therapy. I think that we all can benefit from therapy, sharing our story, being witnessed, giving different perspectives, healing tools. So the misconceptions, I think, are also gender-based between male and female, right? So males don't go into therapy, and I have a lot of male clients that have trauma in their life that have been so healing to see them kind of be able to express things that they haven't shared or not even know it's trauma. So we kind of think of, well, I must have had a difficult childhood in order to define that as trauma. And through my clinical practice, we all have had maybe multiple experiences that we call small T's. EMDR talks a lot about that, but just little events in our life that become cumulative, that kind of affects our perception of life. So I think we all can benefit from it, and you don't have to have major life experiences that are considered traumatic to benefit from therapy.
Wonderful. Now, we know marketing is really the heart of every business. So how are you finding clients?
So, well, best kind of marketing is referrals, right? So I do have a lot of wonderful clients that send referrals, and I'm so grateful for that. Other ways are my website. That's just great. I do a lot of blogging as well and sharing kind of my expertise, sharing what I think clients may want to hear about. Colleagues and working with the community. And that's pretty much it. And right now here with you, Rachel. So reaches out to people and knowing that there's connections that could be made.
Wonderful. Have you ever thought of doing your own podcast?
That's a great question. Yes, I have. I just don't know how to go about it. I got a lot, on my plate with working with clients, but, I'm open to it. Why not?
Okay. Well, now outside of work, Maria, what do you like to do for fun?
I love to travel a lot. I love to see different cultures and the way that they live life, right? That's a big thing, my passion from a young age. I spend a lot of time with my daughter, who's a teenager, and she's very busy with volleyball practice, high school. So that takes up a lot of my time as well. And I love being with family and friends, playing pickleball and, taking walks and being in nature.
Wonderful.
Thank
Well,
you.
Maria, please tell our listeners one thing they should remember about Maria Malo EMDR therapy.
Remember that, if you're struggling, there is something, where you can reach out and come to my website, mariamalotherapy.com, and reach out to me. And you don't have to do this alone. There's hope. You don't have to do just traditional talk therapy. There is eye movement desensitization reprocessing. That's what EMDR stands for. And it's structured. It's very thoughtful. And we meet, I meet you with where you're at. So, the courage is to take the first step. That's it.
Wonderful. We've mentioned it before, but how can our listeners, one more time, learn more about Maria Malo EMDR therapy?
Yeah, just go to my website at mariamalotherapy.com, and that's where, you can reach out to me. There's my telephone number there. So
wonderful. Well, Maria, I really appreciate you being on the show, and we wish really you and your practice all the best moving forward.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the time that you took.
Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnporangecounty.com. That's gnporangecounty.com, or call 714-941-8862.
All right, great.